Yeah, so nickel is a devilish commodity to unpack because it's such a tiny commodity. And, when you're looking at the LME position, which you're referring to, LME nickel consumed is actually only a small fraction of the overall trade. A lot of nickel that is used today never actually makes it in a form to 99.99% LME grade purity. It's often sold in a ferronickel or a nickel pig iron where it's you've never liberated the nickel from the iron because in most applications, i.e. stainless steel, that's a redundant step. And so when you're looking at the trading for this, the LME trade is actually a smaller part of the trade than the overall use for nickel. And it's a tiny trade. Speculators can take long or short positions based on either nickel's supply-demand outlook or the economy more generally. And so nickel has the propensity to be bullied, both up and down, and is much more subject to when you see working capital or restocking, destocking type cycles, which you see at the beginning of an economic cycle or the end. So it's a very volatile commodity for a reason. Long may that volatility continue. Where to from here? I've been a bit surprised how well it's traded, to be frank. Maybe a common thematic in how I'm thinking about these commodities, given that copper is, probably trading a bit better than I thought. But as it pertains to nickel, you do have a huge amount of new supply coming from Indonesia. You've got a lot of Chinese investment in Indonesia. They seem to have, cracked the technological code when it comes to converting low-grade nickel ores there in being able to make it into a battery product. And, over the last few years, people have got very bullish on nickel on the idea that electric vehicles are a new source of demand. There's going to be a very rapid and pull on the demand side for nickel. And it appeared for a time that a lot of the supply sources that were coming online would not be able to make their way into a battery. And in more recent times, the last 12, 18 months, that's now proving to be false. It appears that the Indonesian supply, that the Chinese investment in Indonesia has cracked that code, that technological riddle. And so there's a lot more supply coming.